welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Lex. If you're new, then hey. If you're existing, then welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my tips if you're trying to choose a esthetician school. So yeah, so I wanted to come on here and talk about this because I watched so many of these videos before I started esthetician school. If you don't know what an esthetician is, it's a person that specializes in the beautification of the skin, basically. So you are trained on how to take care of the skin, the different layers of the skin, the different diseases, the different conditions, and you also just learn how to treat skin. It comes with time as well. So we learn a lot in school, but you also learn more on your own, just out in the field, in the treatment room. So I wanted to come and give you all some tips because, yeah, I chose my school. I've been in school for about 7 months now, and I'm supposed to be graduating in December, but I'm probably not because I only have 250 hours because of COVID, but I'm working through it. So I wanted to come and give you all some tips and do like a little esthetician series on my channel. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this and stay tuned. Okay y'all, so let's get started with the tips. I already recorded this, but I just like to record again. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but I just do. So the first tip that I have, so I asked my friend Tamir for some tips, and then I got some tips as well. So the first, well, yeah, I put the tips together, but some of our tips are the same. So yeah, the first tip that I have is, you probably heard this if you've been watching a lot of videos, is check out the rate for graduation. So you want to know the percentage of students that have passed the state board exam while going to the school, because it's just important as hell. You don't want to go to a school that you start to feel like, oh, I don't feel like I'm prepared. I don't feel like they prepared me for the state board. I'm worried about this. So ask them what their percentage is of students that have graduated. So graduation is kind of like, because some people just don't stick it through, but I want to know how many people pass the state board. That's just simply what that is. So you need to be asking that, okay? Also, the next thing is the length of the program. Now, I went to a school, if you follow my vlogs and watch them, I went to a school previously that I absolutely hated, and it was 9 months, and my new program is longer than that. So it's like a year. And it's even longer now because of COVID. But you want to know what would fit into your schedule. Like, do I need to do a short program, or do I not mind going to school for a year? I didn't mind going to school for a year because I knew that I was going to get the education that I needed from my current school. So I had to take that L at the end of the day. So since we talked about schedule, you want to make sure you know that you can be scheduled when you want to be. So do you want to be in the daytime? Do you want to be on the weekend? Also location. Now I just putting this all together because it kind of go together. You want to make sure the location is good so that you can know that you can be to school on time. My current school will kick you out of the class if you're not there on time. Not kick you out, but lock the door on you. So they kick you out if you don't do your study guide. But they will lock the door on you if you do not come to school on time. So you want to make sure that you're in a location where, okay, I can get to school on time, or I feel like I can wake up early enough to make it to school on time. That's so important because it's stressful when you stay far as hell from the school. I've never I stay kind of far from my current school, but my other school, yeah, it was like not too bad of a drive. So you just want to make sure that you can get to school on time and get there when you need to be, because you don't want to miss any hours, any time, because then you got to make up hours, and that's just too much. All right. Also, how many certifications will you have when you graduate? Now, some schools don't offer certifications when you graduate. Some schools do. You have to ask. I know at my school, you get like 5 certifications when you graduate. So, and like microdermabrasion, some other things. So you want to make sure that you are asking those questions, because that may be a deal breaker for you. You may be like, well, if I'm not going to have the certifications when I get out of school, I don't want to go here. I want to go to a school where I'm going to be certified in some things when I get done. So, yeah. Make sure that you are asking the questions that you need to ask for the things you want to know.
So you also want to look up medical esthetician versus a regular esthetician. Some people go into the esthetician field so that they can work underneath a doctor or learn how to do injections, or they're already a nurse. sometimes you just want that. So if you do, you can look for programs that have the medical esthetician part attached to the curriculum. So then you can like, oh, I already have a leg up when I get into school. But most schools don't offer it. So you have to just really search and see what would be the best option for you when it comes to that. And yeah, I forgot to mention it in this video, but that's an option as well. And that's something that you can consider.
Also ask about job placement. Do you want to get a job after you get out of school? If you do, you need to know where you're going to work. You need somebody to help you figure out where to work. Like, find you somewhere to work, help you find some places, see who's hiring. And yeah, a lot of schools do offer that. So like, they want their graduates to move on to jobs or to work in spas or wax centers. So make sure you're asking, do you all help with job placement? Ask about the size of your class. When I tell y'all, my first school I went to was like 18 people in the class. Maybe less than that. My second school was 40 people. And now that we have COVID, it's kind of getting smaller. But when me and my friend first went there, we were like, what the hell is this? Why is there so many people in this class? This is like ridiculous. We were like really like scared. But you start to get to know everybody. So I basically know everybody in my class. I know all 40 people. It's kind of like high school. You know how you just know everybody. So yeah. But if you know that you're the type of learner that needs a small environment, you need to ask the question, how many people will be in this class? You will adjust to a bigger class, but it depends on your learning style and if that bothers you or not. I think because I went to a school that had such a small class, at first I was like kind of having a shock when I went to this new school, but I've adjusted to it. So that is a good question to ask when you're talking to your recruiter or doing your tour. Also, look at your reviews. It's a school that I went to visit, which I was like, I just knew it wasn't for me. But I had looked at the reviews before that, and the students were like complaining about the school. It was so many bad things on the Google reviews. I also tried to look for hashtags of people that have gone to the school, and this is like one of my like pro tips. But if you look for like hashtags of people that have gone to the school, or look up the location of the school so you can see the people that's at the school and ask them questions like, hey, slide in a DM. I be sliding in everybody DM. Hey, I found you because I saw this hashtag. Even if they weren't in the esthetician program and in another program, I still ask everybody I found, hey, how did you like this school? What were your views on it? What do you feel they could have did differently? People will be open to sharing with you and letting you know their experience. Even if they graduated, even if they didn't graduate, they will let you know. I did that for like every school I went to. I asked somebody on Instagram, girl, hey, how did you like this? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What's your experience like? Do you feel like they prepared you for state board? I like to go to the source and ask, because you know, you can look up certain stuff, but I like to ask the students because the students know best. Also, I was gonna say just asking students, but that's the best way to ask, because you may see some people outside. If you see some people outside when you go up there, you can ask then, but finding them on social media and asking is also perfect as well. Also, vibe you get when you go into the building. This is like another pro tip. Girl, I went into one school, I was like, yeah, I can never go to school here. I can already feel it. If you're not that type of person, you can always ask to do a sit-in. So just say, I want to sit in like a class and see what the class is about for like 2 days. They'll let you sit in and you'll be able to see, okay, do I like this? Do I not like this? Do I feel like this is what is good for me? And the students that are there will always tell it. So if they don't like it, I know at my old school used to be like, girl, you might not want to do this esthetician program. You might not want to go to school here. It's not all that, da 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 da. And you can just kind of tell if the students want to be there or if they don't, if you're sitting in on the class. So always ask that. I didn't do that because I didn't know it was an option, but I definitely would have did it because you know I'm so indecisive and I just have to be sure, okay? Also, we asked how long is the program. So the last thing would be, do you need weekend classes or do you need during the day? We kind of talked about the schedule already, but you want to make sure that you know, like, okay, I'm gonna need some weekend classes because I got work during the week. I don't want to go to school during the week, but understand that weekend classes are longer. Like, you will be in school longer because you're only going like 3 days out the week, okay, instead of going 5 days. So those are all my tips for choosing a school. If you have any questions or want to know anything, put it down below. Also follow me on Instagram to follow my journey, at lexlo_. I was about to say Alexis, I don't know why, but so you can follow my journey and see how I'm doing and how esthetician school is coming along. I try to post on my Insta story as much as I can. Also, put your experience down below, especially if you're in Georgia, whatever state you're in, put it down below, and also put your experience with school you went to, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, what you feel like people need to know. Okay, I want this to be a video where people can come and be like, damn, I looked in the comments and I figured out what I needed to figure out, or I watched this video and it helped me. All right, so I love y'all so much, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and bye. Oh, we're gonna do some more videos. So I'm gonna do what's in my makeup kit and what's in my skincare kit, because I just got my skincare kit for school and my makeup kit. So yeah, just be on the lookout for those. If you have any other like videos you want to see, put it down below pertaining to esthetician school. Okay, I love y'all. Bye.